Hi, everyone. First Alert Meteorologist Scott Gagliardi here with your First Alert Weather Extra on this Thursday morning. It's cooler out there right now. Temperatures in those 50s for most of us, but already some 60s. As soon as the sun comes up this time of year, our temperatures climb very quickly. We had lots of fog out there this morning as well. That is slowly beginning to evaporate, so things are improving there as well. And by this afternoon, we're talking, 80s. A nice summer-like feel over the next few days, but we're also tracking a couple cold fronts, smoky haze. Yeah, your weather headlines, we'll show you those in just a second. But right now, a live look outside in Hartford where it's 61 degrees. There was a touch of fog out there this morning, but things are looking much better at this hour. Now, as far as what it looks like in New London, this is major improvements from what we saw earlier this morning. You couldn't even see the ferries out there. So doing a much, much better temperature in New London, 59 degrees, knocking on the door of 60 in Old Saybrook. It's looked pretty good out there all morning. Visibility's been great. Lots of blue sky, a couple puffy clouds, but that's about it. New Haven, you're one of the warmer spots, 64 degrees as we look across the Yale campus. Lots of blue out there. Conditions are pretty good for the start of this Thursday, but we'll be trending milder, muggier, downright humid by Saturday, and you're going to notice the breeze out there as early as today and through the day tomorrow as well as Saturday. Winds on Saturday could gust upwards of near 30 miles per hour, if not a little bit higher than that. And then we're also tracking some smoky skies. No issues to air quality are expected, but still you'll notice those maybe vibrant and interesting looking sunrises and sunsets by the time we get towards, say, tomorrow night and into Saturday. But more importantly are some storms that could come through late day on Saturday, and those could certainly be maybe on the stronger side. Briefly, we'll show you First Alert Futurecast in just a minute. And then behind that, we're talking cool, crisp, that comfy air. Nice fall-like feel returns for Sunday, but until then, it is going to feel like summer. I mean, technically, we're still in summer for about another, say, 2 weeks or so. As far as visibility, notice conditions have improved, which is certainly some good news, especially for areas along the shoreline. But Willimantic still around a quarter-mile visibility. Putnam, you're 3 miles. Tolland, 4. This is all improvements, especially even Willimantic. You were at 0 mile visibility for most of the morning. But Brainerd, Meriden, Tweed, perfect 10. Looks really good out there. Now, as far as our temperatures, notice all the 50s and a few 60s, 64 in Chester as well as New Haven, 61 in Hartford and in Waterbury. The mild spot, well, it's Bridgeport right now, 65. Cooler in Tolland and Willimantic, both right now coming in at 53 degrees. Your wind speeds across the entire state, everybody's calm right now, but this will change over the next few hours. Notice our futurecast in terms of the wind gusts. We can expect anywhere from 20 to near 25 miles per hour. These winds will be coming out of the south, so that's going to pump in some more moisture as well as warmer temperatures, and that sticks with us even through the day tomorrow. That 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts will be expected, and look at Saturday. This is what really kind of jumped out at me, that near 30 mile per hour wind gusts for most of the state, and this is all ahead of a cold front and a pretty potent one, which will bring some change. If you're ready for more of a fall-like feel, well, that will be back by Sunday. Now, I want to just bring to your attention an elevated fire risk. So as much as it's not here locally, it's right along our border of, say, New York. And fires, well, they don't really follow borders and state borders. So as much as the risk is very low, it's more elevated just towards the west. We really need the rain. And with a gustier wind today, drier conditions, that means any fires that develop could spread quickly. So avoid any unnecessary outdoor burning today. That's really what we want to take home from this map here. Any of those kind of yellowish shadings there, really just not the best conditions. We had this issue last fall, if you remember. I'm sure you do. All the red flag warnings, lots of fire issues. Well, the way things are trending, until we get more rain, it's going to stay that way. Now, this is our drought monitor map. I'm trying to see if this was updated right now. So normally we get them around 8:30. Let's see the week-by-week comparison. This looks like it's actually the newest maps. So as much as there hasn't been major changes, looks like we certainly still dealing with those issues here locally. We need the rain. We haven't had much in a while. I was honestly expecting this to be a bit more dramatic in terms of expansion and coverage, but inland areas of the state have actually seen more rain. So that's why you're not noticing big issues for inland towns. It's really New London County, Tolland County, and most of New Haven County as well, and then the extreme southern part of Fairfield County. But just checking online, yeah, this is the latest map. So we've noticed not so much an expansion, but still a continuance of that abnormally dry conditions across the state. Lots of areas. If you have wells, we need the rain in these areas, and we're just not seeing any just yet. First Alert Futurecast trying to tease us once again with some rain out farther towards the west. This is with the first cold front, but that cold front really washes out by the time it makes it here locally. Notice around later on this afternoon into this evening, a line of showers and thunderstorms comes close to Connecticut. Even some severe weather is expected west of the Hudson. So upstate New York, Pennsylvania, down through D.C. and Virginia. So if any of your plans take you that way, that's what you'll be dealing with today. And then watch what happens as this line of showers once again approaches Connecticut. The cold front really just washes out. So we don't even notice much of a change in our humidity levels. That stays the same. No shift to a northwesterly breeze, which we normally see after a cold front. Maybe a couple showers overnight tonight. We'll actually take it back, say, a couple hours. Notice, say, 2, 3 o'clock, a few widely scattered showers, but not much to really write home about. Friday, looking pretty good. At one point earlier in the week, looking like we'd see more rain on Friday. Well, that's due to the same cold front, but that cold front has now been delayed until Saturday. So here's around noon. You're waking up on Saturday just fine. A few showers well ahead of the cold front. We might be seeing those. Here's noon on Saturdays. Notice some of those isolated showers in the late morning and early afternoon. It's not until later on in the day, though, where we'll start to see some issues with showers, maybe a few storms, but notice the wind arrows right out of the south. So humid weather is expected. It's going to feel like summer on Saturday for sure. Any of the fairs that we have going on, you're going to want to dress for summer. But you're going to want to also keep an eye to the western sky throughout the afternoon and evening as that line of showers and storms approaches the state. Some of those could be on the stronger side. Not so much here in Connecticut, because look what happens when we get towards 5, 6 o'clock. That front washes out. We'll take you back a bit. 7 o'clock, we really see any issues along into the west of I-91. And then behind that, a couple showers. There's still a chance that this could maybe make its way more so through the state. You saw the areas that need the rain the most, Middlesex and New London County, and not much being forecasted. The chances there. We're really going to hope for it, but notice by the time we get towards late Sunday or Saturday night into Sunday, those wind arrows come out of the north and west. So more of a fall-like feel expected by the time we get towards Sunday. Now you're going to notice as early as today, our mugginess, that will be increasing. Dew points well up into the 60s. By tomorrow, making a run at 70. So remember, the dew point, it measures the moisture out there. We have the southerly wind. The wind is bringing in more moisture. The lower the number, the more comfortable it is. The higher the number, which usually caps off, say 80 here in Connecticut, in terms of your dew point, that would be the highest. So when you see dew points in the 70s by Saturday, yeah, that's towards the top of the charts. So it's definitely going to feel quite humid on Saturday. And any of those storms that form, well, this moisture acts as energy. And when that cold front interacts with this energy, which is on the high end, yeah, you could definitely see some stronger thunderstorms. It's just going to really depend on the exact timing of that cold front. If that cold front was to come through between, say, 3 and 6, bigger issues. If it takes some time and comes in closer between 6 and 9, well, then we'll still see some issues, but they'd be confined to more, say, western Connecticut, as most of the peak heating of the day would have been behind us at that point. Sunset already has been coming in closer towards that 7:15 hour. As hard to believe as that is already. Also want to show you that we have the chance, though, for some smoky haze. Now, luckily, this is all showing you smoke aloft, nothing at the surface. That smoke, when it makes its way towards Connecticut or towards New England and into the Northeast, this will be coming all the way from western areas of the United States, thousands of miles away. And it gets transported by the winds that are high up in the sky. So it will take some time for any of this to make its way to the ground level. And with a cold front coming through, it will not have the time to do that. So the only thing we'll end up seeing is, instead of that deep blue that we've been seeing out there today, you'll see more of a smoky, milky haze as early as tomorrow night around sunset and through Saturday, say sunrise, and then throughout the day on our Saturday. But that cold front will clear things out. And as mentioned, we'll get rid of this before it has the opportunity to make its way closer to ground level. So good news there for air quality. In terms of precip, so now go out day 6 through 10. We're talking middle of next week and into the following weekend. Strong indications that will be drier than average. No shocker there. August coming off of the driest August. It's wild to think it was so dry and so cool for August. A very, very abnormal month. It's one of our wettest months of the year and our warmest. And it was the exact opposite. But precip looks to stay low, and our continuance of these below average temperatures, that's going to continue as well. So we really, really need the rain. We're just not going to see it, at least much of it, beneficial soaking rain. We just really need that. So as far as your fair forecasts, well, we have South Windsor, North Haven, Hebron Harvest. The weather today cooperates. It will certainly be mild, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, mid to upper 70s, and then temperatures slowly cool back down into the 60s. Once we get towards 8, 9, 10 p.m., we're still dry. Clouds are on the increase as you saw that cold front approaches. And besides the chance for a spot shower tonight, no issues for any of the fairs. So a great night to head out if any of your plans take you to any of those fairs. As far as the tropics, we're watching an area way out farther towards the east. Just came off the coast of Africa about a day or two ago. And right now, a very high chance of development, 80% chance of development over the next 7 days. This one bears watching. Some of the computer models want to bring this farther west. Remember Aaron was the last one, category 5. This one, if it gets a name, will be Gabrielle. But remember how Aaron kind of scooted off, stayed farther towards the east? Some indications this might come a little bit farther west, which would mean interests along the eastern seaboard, anywhere from Florida up to Maine. Just keep an eye on it. Where it is right now, we're still about a week and a half away from any impacts to the eastern seaboard. So, once again, you're going to be hearing a lot about Gabrielle when it does form. Behind that, we're looking at Umberto, Imelda, Jerry, Karen, Lorenzo, Melissa, Nestor. Hopefully we don't get through those, but we're nearing the peak of hurricane season, September 10th, about a week away. Still very abnormal to have nothing this time of year, but right on track in terms of how many named storms we've seen this time of year, so far anyway. Back here locally, your forecast highs today, up near 80 in several towns. Everybody else well up into the 70s. What you're going to notice today, though, is a developing breeze right out of the south, and that will be increasing our humidity levels as early as today. Notice sunset, 7:19, earlier and earlier. As expected, it's unfortunate. The forecast lows tonight, 50s, lots of 60s, though, mostly cloudy, and as mentioned, the slightest chance for a shower late. We're talking after midnight and then before sunrise. Your first alert 7-day forecast. Look at the warmth expected for tomorrow and Saturday. Temperatures well up into the 80s, and with mugginess and with the humidity around, those 84s and 85s could feel more like maybe 86s, 87s on Saturday, mid and upper 80s. Well, this would likely be one of our last hurrahs, to say the least, when it comes to summer. We don't really see that many warm stretches anymore this time of year. And if you like the weather, well, warm weather, tomorrow and Saturday are days. But Saturday we'll see the chance for those storms late. We're talking in the evening hours. Depending on the exact timing of the cold front, we might even end up issuing a first alert weather day for Saturday evening. It all depends on the timing. We're going to get the latest data later on this afternoon, and we'll bring you an update on where things stand throughout the day and over the next couple of days. But look how quickly our temperatures drop from that 85 on Saturday, a whole 10 degrees by Sunday, down to 75. Feeling like fall once again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, overnights in the 40s. Afternoon highs, low to mid 70s. What a stretch. It's just going to take a little bit of inclement weather to get there, but we need the rain. We haven't been talking about it. Weather has been very uncooperative with what we need versus what we're getting. So if you can get some showers tonight, it's very few and far in between. Saturday's the best chance over the next 7. But as mentioned, we'll be fine-tuning this forecast over the next 24 hours or so. There's a look at your shoreline high temperatures over the next 7. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. As mentioned, what you'll notice today, breezes, warmer temperatures today and tomorrow. Watch out for those storms late day on Saturday. And enjoy the fall-like feel expected by Sunday. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.